All right, let's get this going. We just killed, good, perfect. We just killed, the bell-bearing knight over here. Which is cool. That guy sucks. Alright, hopefully we don't have issues today. Well, we'll see, I guess. As for what we're doing today, I think we go through Stormveil. And clear that out. We made it to the Rampart Tower, which is, you know, a good midway point for the castle. The birds suck. Do not care for the birds. I don't know if I can hit this one. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. Not so bad when you have, like, super overpowered magic. Because our intelligence is 27. I guess it's not too bad. But being able to one-shot them is nice. Can we craft fire bombs or anything? We can. Smoldering butterflies, mushrooms. I should probably put some charges in my cerulean flask too, so we can get our mana back when we need to. But for now, that's all I need those for. Smithing Stone 2s. Oh, drop me a Warhawk Talon. Nice. I think this is not bad, not too bad a weapon. Spinning Slash for its Ash of War, which can be good. So here we got a couple of options. We can either go down there, or we can take a secret passage, which I did not find on my first playthrough. I looked forever for this and never found it, because in Stormveil there's an elevator that you can only get to from down here, and I found the top of the elevator and I'm like, how do you get to the other side? Ash of War, Storm Assault. You can wait for this guy to pass and then you can get a free shot on his back. Yeah, good morning. How are you? Assassin's Crimson Knife works really well on this guy if you're gonna parry him. Because if he slaps you with his tail, you can just, you know, heal through it. As long as you don't miss. I'm alright, how about you? I'm okay. My stomach's a little weird today. But that's fine. And I'm just hoping that my internet holds up today, because something weird was going on yesterday. Grab this Trina Lily. I think that's all that's down here. Although now we have 2 Crucible Knight spells, I believe. Oh, I got a Golden Seed too. Just 1 though. I think I need 2 to upgrade my flask. Yeah. So now we got the horn, we got the tail. If we were going for a faith build, that is. I've heard, or I read in the patch notes that they reduced the cost of these. I don't know by how much, but it might make them more usable, because before they were just way too expensive. I tried them out when I first got them, because I was like, oh, doing a Crucible Knight build would be cool, because like I like their armor and their moves are kind of neat. I think there's an item on one of these, isn't there? Hold on, I gotta check the down because FromSoft, they like to hide items. I guess not. I just saw this ledge and I was like, oh, there's probably an item right there, and then there wasn't. Alright, back up we go. We got all of our flasks, we're just missing some mana. That's fine. Because we would lose that mana anyway by killing the bird skin. So let's just go through. Golden Rune 2. There's an item down there, I believe. This side somewhere. I think it's right here. Here? Yeah, there it is. Caprice. Going through this window. We can finally talk to this guy.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger's the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormveil Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
I came here to defeat Godric.
I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you?
That's what I said.
You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
So he teaches you Ashes of War. He doesn't teach you spells. Some of them are very good though. Like the spitting one, it's pretty decent. Carrying Greatsword and the Glintstone Pebble that you can shoot from your weapon. It's nice because you don't need to have the stats or a like a catalyst to do it. You just use your weapon art. So yeah. We don't need any of those though, because we have real magic. Can I pull one of yous? I'll just kill you then. Alright, let's see how this goes. Nice sweep, buddy. Oh, come on, that was close. I'm not sure if you can parry that. Banished Knight's Greatsword. That was a nice drop. If I were doing a Greatsword build, I would use that. Banished Knight's Greatsword and Claymore. That can get you in, like, all the way through the game. 100%. Great pairing. This right here, this is my first playthrough. Only not that, it was double slams. It's got really good stagger power. Really good damage too. My first playthrough, I don't remember what my other greatsword was. It wasn't that one. It was another one. It wasn't the Lord Sworn's greatsword either. Dogs down there. Crafted Scion. Let's kill this guy first. I know you can get over here, like just jumping over this wall. You'll never see me with this lantern attached to my belt. See? He never saw me. Mimic's Veil. Alright, yeah, there's that. There's the dogs. Old Pickled Valve's foot. Where are you going? Is that all there is over here? I thought there was a way up to the roof. Or maybe you drop down from here onto this ledge? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, that's a pretty far drop though. Ow. Having this Assassin's Crimson Dagger is, the Talisman, is great for practicing your parries, because when you land them, you heal. Makes up for the ones that you miss. Yeah, I figured as much. Now this guy, I don't really want to tangle with. I think we're gonna cheese him. There's only like 2 of these guys in the game, I think. Ow. I want to go get this, at least. Because this brings us up to where that grace point was. I'm not gonna have the mana. Did they fix him? Does he not come over here anymore? He's trying to. He doesn't want to. Oh, there he is. There he is. There we go. And he doesn't come back when you kill him. This is the Crimson Hood. So now if we go back to Roderica, the one who does the spirit tuning for us, she will not have her hood anymore, I don't think, because she left it there. This is a shield? Oh, arrows. Alright, what else can we get around here? We can't get to that quite yet. This way is... right, okay. Grab this somber smithing stone. This one's a good one to get. I remember this one. I remember there's an ambush in here too. Iron Wet Blade. That one is important. because you can use it on regular weapons to increase their scaling with like physical stats. So you can make it strength or what is it, heavy or sharp, which is strength and dexterity scaling respectively. You can also get this dagger I just picked up. This thing, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but it does very good critical damage. So if you see, it does 140 critical damage. So when you do backstabs or ripostes, it's going to do 140% of its damage rather than the other daggers are 110. Most weapons are just straight 100. Lord Sworn stuff, I believe, is 110. So that's a good one to have if you're going to use like an off weapon for riposting, because like I could put it on my other slot of my main hand, and then when I parry, just swap it and then hit him with that instead. It's a very common tactic. Okay, now that we got that, we can go out to the courtyard if we want to. Otherwise, we can go up top and explore up there. Okay, I got 5 keys left. Why don't we try to go up top? I don't even think there's... Oh, there's an item over here. But it's not something important. Yeah, just throwing daggers. I died quite a few times trying to get that item the first time. Here they let you employ a little stealth if you want to. I like that they changed it that if you walk into the back of something now, it doesn't alert them. So it used to be a little bit of a problem if you were like, but you know, before there wasn't like a sneak option. All you could do was like walk, and that would keep you quiet, but there wasn't actually like stealthing around. But I like that they changed it because sometimes you would go to like do a riposte and you weren't quite close enough and it would just fail. You would just hit them normal rather than stab them in the back. I missed. Damn it. Don't you forget about me. Down there is this where we just were. That's the Slow Sword 8 that we went through. And that's where the sorcerer is. Roger. What? Goddamn camera. I have it off. Can we switch to normal shield? Yeah. Backstab animation, but no backstab. Just again. I hate this bird. I hate all the birds, but this one in particular. They're so hard to hit. And even if you try to use ranged, like I have my my magic, they dodge them usually. Oh yeah, and then Gostok stole my my runes. Stop that. You too. I don't remember what's up here other than a bunch of birds. The Claw Talisman. The Claw Talisman, super good, because it increases damage of jump attacks. And like we were talking about earlier, jump attacks are very good, and that makes them more betterer. Highly recommend. Yeah, that doesn't continue that way. So now we drop down. Yeah, there we go. This goes down if you want to get back. Otherwise, there's this whole upper part that we haven't done yet. Got a couple of these guys too. These knights. I think this might be a double fight. shit, I don't have my, I don't have my buckler out. It's okay, I didn't need it. I was gonna break his guard, but you know, if he's just gonna lower his shield and get dead, that works too. Medic Warrior's Cookbook. There's an item in this. There's a hole in the ceiling right there. But I think we will come back for that in a second. Stormhawk feathers. I didn't know those guys dropped Stormhawk feathers. Yeah, this. So there's this guy here. We're gonna grab his attention. And then there's another guy hiding in a little alcove right after you get in. It's kind of rude. I'm pretty sure you can parry that, but I'm not feeling super confident. Banished Knight Helm, cool. I doubt we can wear it, it's probably too heavy. Yeah, that's gonna be way too heavy. Looks cool though. Oh, it's not too heavy. Alright, yeah, we'll wear it. I got a little dragon on my head now. That guy right there. I'm pretty sure you can farm their whole set off of them. Probably, we got the weapon of one and we just got the helmet of the other one, so... Probably get everything else. Festering Bloody Finger. Down here is the other side of a stone sword gate. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we can use that to get down to here. This is the front gate where you enter Stormveil, and there's like a bunch of arbalists pointed that way. So if you get Gostok to open the gate for you, which he does, and then try to go through, you will get blown up with arbalists or ballista. You can dodge them, but it doesn't. It's tough. Since we're gonna go through and take the shortcut to get there anyway, there's a drop down point right there too. I want to go grab that item that's in the that one spot. Oh, the helmet has like a big old thing coming out of it, air or something. It is the altered version, so I wonder if we can go talk to Bach and get our garments altered. I think I know where he's at right now. He does move around a bit. He was waiting for me. Wooden great shield. Somebody saw me. Okay. I think this might be all of the graces in the castle. Maybe I missed one. There would be one that I missed. But otherwise, I think that's all of them. I'm gonna take a quick break. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah. Okay, so we can go up. Let's go down here, and I don't think you get anything from this guy. I'm gonna kill this dog, though. Or get killed by this dog. Killed because of this dog? Jump attacks. I gotta go no cam for a second. Here we got another glowy statue. That Omen guy is not big enough to destroy it, though. Another painting. Fire guy. Not the guy I was trying to kill, but it'll work. You want to do this? We can do this. Ooh, a pike. Is that a wizard? Or did one of these guys drop out? You know, for having a low arcane, they sure are dropping a lot of stuff for me. I'm not complaining. It's just kind of interesting. Although, I haven't played since they increased the drop rates on people. So maybe that's what it is. Is that everything, since I took the time to kill everybody? There are these guys down here as well. Let's take your cookies. Is there an item on one of these? I guess not. I thought there was. Open up this gate. Godskin Prayer Book. And the Godslayer's Seal. these are incantations, so faith-based magics, I believe. We also found the Nomad's Cookbook 10. Why don't we take a look at that too? Stormwing Bone Arrow, so I believe that is like a improved Great Arrow, something like that. Kuko Glintstone, Freezing Grease, Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook. Where should I get this? Oh, we have the armors 1, 2, and 3. Fire Grease, Fire Bone Arrow, Exalted Flesh, we can make now. Cool, 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 cool. We got a perfume bottle from somewhere. Okay, bunch of good stuff. Down here, we could drop down here and get this stuff. There is another grace point right on that bridge, actually. I do remember. Exile Greaves. Cool. Yeah, killing those guys makes this run through a hell of a lot easier. Exile armor again. Yeah, they're being real nice with their drops. I mean, we've killed a bunch of them by now, so I guess makes sense. Smoldering butterflies. Yeah, I don't remember them dropping quite so much. And then we'll open this. The gate opens. Commoner's simple garb. I think we can grab these now. List of bolts. Golden runes. We found new pants. Exile Greaves, a couple of them. Can I roll? I can't. Okay, we gotta ditch the helmet then. There we go. My power went out. Power went out, and like out. Like the whole block went out. It wasn't just me. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Not super good for the computers. Power going out like that. Okay, we were, what, just up here? Must have been. Ow. Hey, he dropped his exile armor again. Unless that was a new guy. Nope, same guy. Right, and we had got legs, and then put this helmet back on. Very annoying. I don't know why I keep trying to jump attack everything. There it's appropriate. Although I got hit in the head because of it. Smithing stone 1. Yeah, that's real annoying. I'm all fucking frazzled now. Okay, so we got this. I think there are like a couple of items up that way, but we don't need to go up that way. Like, I mean over through here. We'll do this bridge in a bit. There are quite a few items on this bridge. But we're not gonna worry about those right now. Now let's put another flask charge in our cerulean flask. We can lure the giant. Let's just go to the downs first. Wait a minute. What are we testing? My internet. So my power just went out. Like my whole area power just went right out. And then it was out for, I don't know, like half an hour or so. And now there's something going on with my internet. So hopefully it was just, they just maybe had to reset it or something like that. Make sure that all the switches and stuff were good. Oh yeah, I've been lurking with you going on and offline. Yeah. So I'm having some sort of power and internet issue. It looks like it's stabilized now. If it starts happening again, I might just have to call stream. I really want to stream, but it's not cooperating with me. Thank you for lurking, by the way. I appreciate it. Fingers crossed for you. Thank you. Does my stream look okay? Since I got you here, because I don't have anybody to test right now, because I've been going on and offline. Everything look okay? Everything looks smooth and everything? Yeah, it looks perfect. Okay, cool. So for now, we're good. We'll just go ahead, business as usual, in case something decides to blow up again. Man, today and yesterday have just been... It's been a ride. There's always something happening. I'm not playing my best either because I'm all frazzled from all this, all these technical issues. I mean, I'm rusty anyway. This is the one bad thing about the katanas, is that they attack at a weird angle, so sometimes you miss. The greatswords, they attack totally horizontally, so you don't miss nearly as much. I see you over there. Put my little lantern on. There you go. Rank war call. Yep, I've had it off from before I switched to my internet. I kept tracking my stream, luckily good since, yeah. You know, it's... These are really like the first sort of like internet issues that we've had with them. I used to have CenturyLink, which was a pile of ass, but, you know, it's fine. And now we have Xfinity, which is like, you know, selling your soul to the devil, but at least it works most of the time. And it's consistent, which is the main thing. We don't really have a lot of other issues for ISPs. So it was either, in this area, it's either Xfinity or CenturyLink, and I'm like, I don't want to do CenturyLink again. Because we had so many issues, and I never got the speed that I paid for, either, with them. Which is annoying. At least with Xfinity, I'm paying for like X amount, and I'm getting X amount. And it's very consistent. But what can you do? Let's jump into this boss, huh? Oh, do you not count as a boss? That's what I wanted. The jump attacks are just too good. Oh, he's gonna take a little bit. Stagger again, please. Once more. Shit. Thank you, sir, for cooperating. Luckily, my village has not long had fiber installed. It's the easiest. Man, I wish I had fiber. I had fiber when I was living in Okinawa, and man, was that fantastic. Lightning quick, super reliable. I like never had an outage. It was great. Unfortunately, for where I'm living, fiber is a little bit harder to do because it gets so cold in the wintertime. And while that isn't a problem for the fiber, it is for when the ground shifts, because fiber can be, it's more brittle than copper. So when the ground shifts, there is a chance for it to break. And if the fiber breaks, you need a little bit more training to fix it than you would with copper. Went from averaging 60 megs to like 300, yeah, I'm sure. For fiber, you can get like 1 gig up and down, no problem. So if we happen to get fiber here, that would be cool, but it would be a lot of investment because you'd have to put a lot of protections in place. A lot of, what are they called? Like, they'll have to dig out channels and, like, put in the thicker plastic tubes to protect them. And even then, if the ground shifts in the right way, like, you could have some bad things happening. All it would take, really, is, like, the ground freezing breaking part of the plastic and then getting a leak in there, and then if enough water gets in there and freezes, it could be enough to break the fiber, if you're unlucky. So I'm not sure if we'll ever get fiber in my area. Yeah, that one dang expensive, yeah, for sure. Yeah, UK here, I mean, it gets cold, but not as cold elsewhere. We just moan about all the weathers, yeah. For mine, because I live in the Midwest, right? And my main complaint is that the swing between summer and winter is so much you can't get used to it. Because in the summertime, it'll get 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the wintertime, it gets like a -50 consistently. It's super sudden too. Yeah, I mean, like just today, it was like yesterday it was 68 Fahrenheit, and the day before that it was like 50 or like 45 or something. It was really cold. And like you can see on the trees outside, it's like half of them are dead from where the wind was blowing that day, and the other half is like still fine. Like the leaves are still kind of bright and colorful, and the other side they're just brown and like hanging barely. It's so, yeah, it's just how it is up here. Okay, so we did the downs, we did the ups. All we have left is, I guess I did miss, oh, no, I didn't miss it. We just have to go over there. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna take the pathway up and get the rest of the castle done. And then we'll go fight, Godric. Godric? I think Godric, yeah. Although I'm missing this elevator. I think this is from up, though. So we'll just go up there. The only thing is we gotta deal with the birds. If I'm going over here too, I should kill this guy because... we'll need to bring the giant over here. To break that statue. Fucking dogs. Beast blood. What is this, Bloodborne? But yeah, it looks like it's holding okay. I'm actually gonna pop this flask right now. These birds are the worst thing. Mostly because of that. I should try to kill these things from afar. Did that have swords on its feet? Yes. Yeah, it did. We have one of them, actually. Not enough to kill, though. Just don't dodge it. Thank you. I hate those things. Sometimes they grab explosive barrels with their sword feet and then throw them at you. It's very rude. But this guy right here, the Warhawk's Talon, which is just a regular straight sword, here. And if you use the ability on it, you spin to win. You can keep it going if you want to, but I don't want to use all my FP. Yeah, I haven't played this as of yet. One day, maybe. Too many games, a little time. Oh my god, you're not affiliate yet. I thought you were. So I had just gotten not very long ago, I got a email of like, you can be an affiliate. You should submit your application now. And I'm like, cool. And I looked into it a bit, and you basically give them the right to use all of your everything, your image, like they own your image and stuff like that. And I wouldn't be able to restream, although that is not that big of a deal.
You were a fine one.
The bigger deal for me is that I have a lot of my
Let the winds lift you.
pause menus and stuff as stuff I don't want to give them, such as like kitty cat, and then also the Black Warden logo in the background. There, I'm not sure if I want to give Twitch access to that, so I need to switch that over if I'm gonna get my affiliate, which I'm okay with. I have to do a lot of like art stuff to replace that with, because the Black Warden logo is for my game and that I'm making, so I don't want to give them access to that. I don't want to give them like ownership of that. So I have a lot of work on the back end to do before I can submit my application and become an affiliate.
Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot.
There's a lot of like legal stuff that I need to make sure all of my
like you.
my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed.
How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know that. I didn't receive anything in the paperwork about that.
If you intend to
I think it's kind of hidden in the agreement and
with
stuff like that.
I'm certain Father.
And I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want to lose access to certain stuff.
Apologies, as fellow down whatever road.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't really talk to her very much, but I gotta make sure that all my ducks in a row before I start signing contracts, because the affiliate status is just that, it's signing a contract. And so I really want to understand my options and stuff before I do it. It's exciting, for sure. Like, I feel good about it because it seems like a big milestone. Oh, okay, you are gonna come here. Come on, buddy. Don't hit me, though. How long you been streaming? A few months. Since, like... when did I start streaming? June? July? June or July, I think? That sounds about right. I don't remember when my date was. My first video up, I think I uploaded that day on my YouTube. Yeah, my camera has a 30-minute shut-off timer. Thank you for saying, though, because sometimes I don't hear it shut off. And so I run around with my camera off for like half an hour before somebody says something. Hit his head! Use the DSLR. I have a Nikon D5300 is what I have. So it can take video. It was never designed to take video, like long term. It was never meant to stream. Streaming is not even a thing that it can do. Yeah, I have that. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it just so happened that my fiance had this camera for photography. She got it as a gift, and it's just been sitting in a box forever. And so one day she was gone somewhere. She had taken a trip to like go see her mom. And I was sitting around the house. I was home alone for like a week. And I was like, you know, I always wanted to try streaming, because it always seemed kind of fun. And I have all the stuff here. I had just gotten this really nice computer to build my game with. And I have this camera, and I had this microphone, because when I was still doing Dungeons and Dragons remotely, where we would get into like a Skype call or whatever, and play, I got this microphone because it had like all around sound. It was a good mic, so I'd put it in the middle of the table so that everybody could hear, because I had half the group live and I had the other half over Skype. Had I known I was going to be streaming, I would have got a little bit of a better mic, but I just went to Best Buy and bought like the most expensive mic that they had, because at the time I had a bunch of money. I don't anymore. Those days are long gone. So I was like, well, I got all the stuff. Why don't we try it out? And then I did. And then I pretty quickly put myself on a schedule, because I work for myself, pretty much. So I make my own hours. And so having a schedule to keep to has, like, helped out my mental health a lot. Because it's like, well, I can't just push it back. Like, I need to do it. I have committed to doing this. And I've started having people like you, or Niana, or Sammy, or Evo Dave, Jersey Milger. They come in fairly regularly. And that helps out a ton. Just like how It's Your Buddy Steve talks about it. It's like, I'm the same way, so I've struggled with, if you don't mind me getting into some stuff, like I've struggled with depression most of my life. And this has been helping out a ton. Keeping on a schedule and having people show up, and even if it's just 1 or 2 people, it's a great thing for me, I think. Yeah, I can't do scheduling because of that reason, though. Kind of opposite. I would beat myself up too much if I didn't get on. Yeah, for sure. And for me, I don't know if you want to call it luckily, but because of my circumstances, because my main job is now like streaming and making my game. Although in my game, I am very, very stuck on an issue. And so I haven't been able to get past that for like a month now or something. Like, I've just been trying different stuff, and then a lot of this has been taking my time. I've been experimenting with like different videos and stuff. So like my shorts and my TikToks and things, doing a little bit of animation here and there. I don't remember how to get to the other side of this. There's a way to get over to there. Through there, but I don't remember how. Well, no, I thought I'd be able to help. I would offer it, but I very much doubt it. Be able to help with what specifically are you talking about? Sorry, my brain's really frazzled today, so. With all the different things. With the issue you're having. Oh no, that's fine. I'm not smart enough. Yeah, me neither, that's the problem. I have no formal training in code. And so I'm learning the code as I'm making the game. Which is going about as well as you'd expect. Same, I'm learning via ARC server stuff. Okay. Yeah, my only other language other than, because I'm doing my game in C#, because that's what Unity does. The only other language stuff I'm familiar with is Cisco products, because back when I was working a real job, I was basically like a server admin for Cisco products. Yeah, there's a way to get up here. I just don't remember how. I missed something or something. I thought there was a way up over here, because there's a shortcut elevator. but it doesn't take me anywhere. Obviously, a lot of stuff, space a copy, finding different settings already there. Yeah. I mean, that's like what my issue that I'm having with my code is, I've tried like 3 or 4 different solutions and nothing has worked for me so far. So right now my solution is I found somebody on the internet that had a code snippet to solve my problem. And my problem is I'm not smart enough to implement it to make it work for my specific problem. I think it's gonna work. I just need to figure it out. But easier said than done because my knowledge isn't there, so I think I have like a lot of learning to do before that point. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could go... Yeah, I get you. Well, sort of, yeah. Yeah, it's not so easy. And obviously, like, you would know, like, you try different things, and it doesn't work, and then, you know, you think you have a smart idea, and then it turns out you figure out like 2 or 3 hours into trying to implement it that this isn't gonna work, and then another 2 or 3 hours before you give up on it, and then you feel dumb and you don't want to work on it, but you gotta. So then you go power through and you find another solution, and then that doesn't work either, and you go through the same situation. It's like Arc Conan and all that. I would love to learn how to create mods, but I don't feel it's in my skill set. Yeah, I've never looked into making mods before. I probably should have started there instead of just jumping into my own game. I have a lot of stuff done for my game, like the music and the artwork and things. It's just getting the code to work now. Oh, here we go, here we go. This is what I've been missing. Oh, you suck. I can't make that jump. Yeah, I gotta go around. Okay, just don't get stuck on the ledge this time. There we go. Okay, I knew it was over here somewhere. And then, like, you can jump down. Those birds have an item next to them. I think there's a way back up from there. Or do I need to drop down? Our stuff, very interested in doing my own graphic designs. And I keep looking at getting one of those pads stuck into my PC, but they're pricey. You don't know if you'd be able to do it or not. I can help out with that. I actually know some stuff about that. I have one myself, a Wacom tablet. Talking about one of these. That's the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Wacom tablets are great. You just die. You too. I'm not gonna mess around with you guys. So the one that I would recommend is... This is the one that I have, actually. Which is the Wacom Intuos Bravo, I believe. I like it for a few reasons. For one, it's not super big. For two, it is Bluetooth, so you can use it wirelessly if you want to, or just leave it plugged in. And I believe price-wise, it is around 100 USD. or a little bit less. It's probably less now, actually, because it's been out for a bit, so I would assume that the price would have dropped, although I'm not sure. It's like I can draw, and draw reasonably, even well enough. It's been a while, but the tech stuff and the programs... Okay, so it's not overly bad. Nope, it's not too bad. Now, if you're looking to get, like, a super, super nice one, that would be the Wacom Cintiq. The Cintiq has a screen on it that you draw directly on. So it's a lot like drawing normally, because you have a screen right there. But that thing costs, like, $3,500. And ain't nobody got the money for that. Screw that. It's so expensive. Yeah, nah, yeah. So something like this, it's reasonably priced. You can get a cheaper one if you want to, but I like this one because it's really, it's good for what the price is. And it's sensitive enough to where, like, you have a lot of control. The pen itself doesn't take batteries or anything. It's just there. You can replace the nibs if they get wore down, and it comes with a couple of them. Maybe one day you win the lottery. Yeah, that I don't play. Yeah, me neither. I think the last time I gambled is when I turned 18, and I put 20 bucks at a blackjack table, lost it all, and said that was fun, and I haven't gambled since. This did it because I could. But yeah, the tablet, it's really more about the program you use, and there are some free ones that you can do. I don't know what kind of art you're looking to get into, whether it's regular art or pixel art. If you're doing pixel art, there are a couple of specialized programs for it. If you're doing regular art, I legit go with the stories of what I would do winning lottery. Knowing well, no, I don't do it. Yeah, I know. Oh shit, I'm too heavy with the shield. Oh, okay, well, let's keep that in mind. I'd love to be able to do stream overlays and emote type stuff. Yeah. Even if it's just for myself and buddies, yeah. So, the program, I don't know if there's programs specifically for overlays. I should probably know, because I should probably do them myself. I've done a little bit, but that's just for OBS. So, like, just my transitions and things, I have my little graphics that I've done. You know, obviously my logo for my game, that took a while. But that's what that looks like. And for those, I mean, I did all of those with this tablet. It was fine. Read message. Surely what you seek is somewhere close by. Okay. Thanks. A couple of free things that you can use are one is called GIMP, G-I-M-P. It's like a free version of Photoshop. You can do everything you can with it with Photoshop. It's just not quite as user friendly. Maybe not everything, but there's a lot of stuff to use there. And then you also have, for pixel art, there's something called, what is it, Gale Force or something like that. And that is specifically for doing pixel art. And it's not bad, and it's free to use. Otherwise, and I would never say to pirate anything. But, you know, there are some versions of Photoshop floating around out there. older ones. Otherwise, Photoshop moved to a subscription service now, which I have opinions about, but at least you don't have to pay like $2,000 to get it anymore. Or however much the program was. I mean, I paid someone to do mine, and I like it, but I'm extremely chicken when it comes to saying that I don't like this or that. Yeah, I know what you mean. You get out of here. I'm not dealing with you right now. Friggin' bat. So there's these little things that I would be like, oh, awesome, I can change that. Yeah. I know what you mean. I, in some ways, are the same way that, like, you know, I don't want to, especially with art, because, like, I know how art is, and you don't want to say, oh, well, I don't really like this part of it, because you know how much time it took them to do. But when I'm doing a commission, it's like, well, I want you to tell me what you don't like about it because I'm doing it for you, and if you don't like it, then I'm gonna feel bad because you don't like the thing that I made you. And even knowing that, sometimes I'm like, yeah, but is that it? This is all that's there? I thought there was another item on one of these things, but apparently not. Just that one that we dropped down to earlier. All right, we're good. Let's go fight Godric. Jersey Milker, hey, how's it going? I love how much wooden box destruction is possible with a simple roll. Oh yeah, I know, right? It's great. I swear, sometimes they set up stuff to make it specifically that you can, like, break things in a very satisfying way. And I'm into it. He told me when I got done within 2 weeks. So that's a strict deadline of when I wanted it done. I mean, surely that would give you bad back. No, you see, the armor protects me. Because the armor protects your body. So when you roll, the armor protects you. It definitely wouldn't make it just, like, so much worse. But yeah, I would say if you're looking to get into graphic design, digital graphic design, getting this Wacom Intuos for like under $100, and maybe finding a free program like GIMP or something else that's definitely not pirating Photoshop, and you can play around with it, learn how to do like layers, download some brushes. The brushes that I use, if you have a program that you can upload, or you can upload brushes into it, is the brushes that KNKL uses. If you look up his YouTube channel, KNKL, he doesn't really put out videos anymore, but he used to do tutorials of like digital art. Keenan Lafferty, I think, is his actual YouTube. But doing tutorials and learning how to do like certain stuff, even if you know how to do traditional artworks like oil paintings or whatever, learning certain digital things to do is a completely different game. And otherwise, if you're worried about using like different programs and like specialty stuff, I basically use this drawing pad as just that. I just use a paintbrush, and that's all I do. And there's probably a much easier way to do it that'll make my life faster and easier, but that's basically the only thing that I do is this paintbrush. I also have a couple of commissioned pieces that I could show you that I did digitally if you wanted to see those, but then that's just kind of me showing off, so I guess. Let's go fight Godric. Let's go die to Godric. Yeah, definitely check it out at least after Christmas. Thank you, by the way. Chat about it all. Oh yeah, of course. I am happy to talk about it.
A true-born heir.
So I remember starting out and knowing nothing, so I'm happy to pass on any information that I have.
deliver me unto greater
The armor has lumbar back support built in.
well.
Maybe I'll show it up after I kill Godric.
Lowly tarnished. Playing as a lord. I command thee, kneel!
I refuse.
I am the lord of all that is golden.
All of it? All of it? Are you sure? All of it? Come on, Rot Dog. We got work to do. Don't get hit by the axe. Good old Godric. You know, what would be helpful is if he had some sort of AoE attack to defend against me, to kind of like zone me out.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength. Forefathers, one and all! Bear witness!
Well, that wasn't very realistic.
I am the Lord
Get wrecked.
of all that is golden. And one day, we'll return together to our home.
The dragon still blows fire after cutting his head off. Well, yeah, because you see, that's never happened when I've tried. What's never happened? Demigod felled. That's new. They didn't used to say that. It used to say, Lord, or like something else. Huh. That's a new death message. That's cool. My advice for Godric, for anybody watching this later, is when he switches to phase 2, because he always shoots the fire up and then he points it at you and does a big wave. As soon as you're out of the cutscene, just run towards him and get behind him. Because I can't tell you how many times I tried fighting him the first time and trying to dodge it or get away and stuff like that. It just doesn't work. Your best spot to be is close and behind him. So that is my advice to you. That will save you a lot of unnecessary deaths. Not realistic. Every time I've ripped Dragon Head off, it ceases to blow fire. Oh yeah, I know. You see, the trick is you gotta get down further. Like, you see, it wasn't just the head, he had, like, the neck, too. So, I don't know how familiar you are with dragon anatomy. We're about to get into some D&D. So, the dragon, if you have the Draconomicon, you would know, that it has a special organ called a fundamentum, and that's where the fire breath comes from, or whatever breath it has. So, if you get it low enough, you get the fundamentum, then you can activate that for it to breathe its breath weapon. That's the trick. Shiburi grape, which is totally a grape and nothing else. Fundamental info. Please take my grapes. I need an adult. Alright, and now we are to Liurnia of the Lakes, although we've already gotten here before. Hello, madam. Would you like my grapes?
Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you generally
show off, I won't even unfollow this time.
Your possession to me. My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next. But when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
Give grape.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
As you wish. Yeah, so the grapes aren't grapes, they're eyeballs. Filled with madness juice. Called Frenzy. Oh, I can actually level up a couple of times. Cool. And we have enough mind now to summon our good summon. And we could also go and get our Great Rune activated. You played Tunic yet? I have never even heard of Tunic. So if we're gonna do, can I minimize this? No, clicking on it makes me makes me swing my weapon. Okay, let's see here. If I were going to put my stuff somewhere, it would probably be in here. You want to listen to some of my music while we do this? I mean, if I'm going to show off, might as well, right? Where is my artworks? Here they are. Alright, so I got two that I did commissions for. I played it back in the spring, by far the best indie I've ever played. Cute little Fox Zelda-like, with more complex puzzles. So much harder boss fights. Huh. Also some of the puzzle and story bits absolutely blew my mind. Interesting. Tunic, you said? I'll look it up after stream. But if you play, go into it as blind as possible. Got it. So this is the first one that I did. It's obviously a monster. This is a construct that collects arms, demon arms specifically, and adds them to their body. These, you can find the stats for it if you're interested in playing Pathfinder 2e in the Wayfinder magazine, which is a fan-run magazine. This is where both of my commissions went. It's in issue 21. But I did this digitally. That is a well-armed monster for sure. You're not wrong. So I tried to do the same sort of style of that you would find in the book if you look in the monster manual, or the bestiary it's called. So I tried to match their style of the artworks in there, so that if you had only looked at the bestiary, when you look at this, you'll be able to recognize it and be like, oh, that's an arm from a Nelfeshni, or a Baelor, or a Merilith, or a Galbrazu, or whatever, you know, you name it. So that was one. The second one that I did is this one. Now, as you can see, a little bigger, a little bit more going on. I'm not very good at doing landscapes, so I decided when I took on this commission, because I didn't have any like rules other than it had to fill a half page and it had to be so big. And I asked the guy, and I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, anything, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, do you want like a full scene, or is it just like a particular thing? And he's like, your choice. So my dumbass was like, I'll do a full landscape, the thing that I'm super good at. I'm terrible at them. So then I did this, and there are some parts that I like about it, some parts that I don't. Obviously, the main character here, I did a good job on. Their whole thing is that they're hedge knights, so they are like underfunded, not very powerful. All of their stuff is kind of mismatched. You know, that's kind of their vibe. So I made sure to make their armor all like busted up and different colors. If you can notice, like the bracers are slightly different colors than the armor and stuff. It's all rusted up. And then like this guy, you look at him and he's got like a gambeson and a shield, but it's made out of planks and things. The landscape itself, while I'm happy with it, it definitely doesn't match the rest of these characters. Like these characters are painted differently than the background is. And that part I kind of regret. It gets the job done, you know, it gives a vibe, but I kind of wish I had done the trees better. I kind of did them fast Bob Ross style, whereas the rest of this stuff is a little more, you know, detailed. So, but I had run out of time. I worked on it for way too long. So, probably still stands pretty dang awesome. Thank you. This is my desert music. What kind of skin moisturizer does she use? Lives in a swampy area and is an orc. Here we got transition to boss music. Yeah, that's enough of that. Oh, you made this music too? Yeah. Yeah, that's my music. The game I'm making is a pixel art side scroller kind of action RPG. And so I wanted the music to be like the old retro games, which are basically just riff-oriented 8-bit music with like 4 channels, and that's what I tried to stick to kind of mimic that sound. I dabble in music production a wee bit too. I've never done any 8/16-bit chiptunes. Yeah, I made all of that in, it's a free-to-download program called Bosca Sea Oil. I'll put it in the chat because... You can tell that's where you've gone with that type of theme too. So again, pretty awesome. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. We need to go get our glintstone key. But that's the program that I used for my music. And it has all of the stuff, all the sounds and stuff already in there. It's free to use, completely free to use. Super cool. So if you're looking to dabble into music, that is a great resource. Because you don't need any instruments or anything, and it uploads them in sorry, dragon. I'm gonna have to lurk a bit, jump on game, chill, speak again. Okay, sounds good. Hope you enjoy your game. Thanks for the lurk. Well, yeah, the program is cool. It puts everything in WAV format, so the The music is really, comes out really clean. There's no compression or anything. And I guess it's up to you if you want to do it in wave, but why not? And then everything is like it's basically just a piano setup, where you set the BPM, you set the instrument playing, and then it's like, I don't know, 8 octaves or something like that. And so you have a lot of options for doing things. Where am I going? I'm gonna pick up my my runes. But I had a lot of fun setting them up. And some of the musics were easier than others. Luckily, for whatever reason, for the last like decade and a half or so, I've been just like noodling around on a guitar, and then I will record my riffs that I think sound interesting, because I'm a big metal fan. And so when I was doing this, I'm like, hey, I have like a library of stuff, so I took a couple of riffs and mashed them together to make that stuff. And it worked out pretty nicely, I think, anyway. It was really cool following Jake Kaufman's streams a while back. Oh, Shovel Knight. Yeah. He used Fami Tracker, but it's kind of obtuse to figure out. Bosca has some... It has some interesting things about it that you gotta figure out. But otherwise, it's fairly easy to use. My advice if you're gonna dabble with Bosca is figure out... Remember that you can only do 8th notes. You cannot do 16th notes. So if you want to fake 16th notes, you have to double your BPM. And then do your 16th notes as 8th notes, and then so on and so forth. That part took me a bit to figure out. So my first track that I did, which was Run, which was the first one that you heard. If we're going to talk about music here, I'll play it again. So now we're talking about a little bit more interesting things. I have it on my YouTube as well. That's the only track I have uploaded right now. So you heard the other ones for the first time, publicly. Alright, so for this track, I wanted to have some parts that were faster, but by the time I thought of it, it was too late. There was no going back and fixing it, because I would have had to redo the whole thing. There's no easy way to go back and like change stuff like that. So you got to make sure to do it right away, like so you really know what you want to do, like what the fastest bit of your track is gonna be. So like one of my tracks, I think its BPM is like 250 or like 300 or something like that. It doesn't sound that fast, but I need that for certain, like if I'm doing like double bass stuff. Right, kind of sucks, but fair enough, yeah. And it's a free program, so it's like you can't even be mad at it. You're just like, okay, I just have to learn the quirks of this. So that's, yeah, that's the thing. This is the level music. And then this is a first boss music coming up. So this will transition into first boss right now. Lots of quirks everywhere when you game dev, I bet. Everything's got its own little stuff you gotta learn. Everything. It gets really confusing sometimes too, because some of them are very like similar. And so you're working in one program and you get used to using certain shortcuts, and then you go into a different program and then that button does a different thing. And you end up deleting your whole thing you were working on accident. Ask me how I know. Learning quirks of Engine, Unity, Game Maker, etc. too. Yeah. Yeah, Unity is great, but it's definitely... You definitely gotta learn its particulars that it does. Yeah, and then the boss music. How do you know? Well, you see, I accidentally deleted this whole thing I was working on one time, and wasted like 3 or 4 hours of work. That's how I know. I bet you weren't expecting that. You asked me to ask. Oh no, I know. And now I told you the answer. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's alright. The second time it was a lot easier to do because I knew what I was doing. So it didn't take as long the second time. But yep, that's my music. I have 8 tracks total. This is sand here. I have my victory music. And then my death music. It sounds so much like Castlevania, but I'm into it, so... Castlevania has some fantastic music, so, yeah, I'm not gonna say no to that. To this day, I'll get bloody tears stuck in my head. And like Vampire Killer and all the other super well-known Castlevania tracks, if you have listened to Castlevania OST. I can't remember what this is. I think it's Hoarfrost Stomp. Which, if you're gonna do a playthrough, Hoarfrost Stomp is extremely good. Oh, you suck so much. Alright, come on, we'll get it. We'll get it. There we go. It is Hoarfrost Stomp. Yeah, so if you're playing through this, go get this Ash of War, and then kill all bosses immediately. It's very good. I think they had to nerf it, but I think it's still good. Anyway, so Jersey, you had said that you knew a little bit about music and stuff. What is it that you do there? Because I thought you were doing your job is web design, right? Generally, I mean, I don't know the specifics of what you do. I don't quite remember if you had mentioned or not.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Bone Great Arrows. We're not gonna use a Great Bow, so we don't need those. Rift Shield is okay. Bewitching Branches are nice to use in a pinch. There are a couple of fights where using these are very, very effective. Not web design, but close enough. I'm more of a back-end web dev, but can full stack when I need to. I see. I don't think we need anything from this guy.
All done?
Yep, all done. Bellum Church. Bellum Highway. Give me your tears. We going up to Altus. And then we'll go to the academy. I suppose I can use that tier. I think we just gotta follow the road. Oh yeah. I forgot about the trebuchets. The trebuchets I don't mind. That guy I do. You're supposed to be able to kill them easily from behind. But every time I've tried, I've gotten killed. So, it's apparently not that easy. At least for me. I hear a scarab as well. For music, I tinker these days. I used to teach guitar. Oh, no shit! Well. I had 48 students per week at one point. Not that I'm that great. Most of my students were young kids, teens, etc. I dabbled in Logic. Later do music production, but it's fun to tinker. I see. That's cool as hell. I'm a guitar player myself, although again, I would say not very good. Oh, sir? I see that I've upset you. Can we talk about this? Yeah, I probably should have taken lessons at some point for guitar, because I'm not very good. At one point, I learned. I'm basically self-taught. My dad taught me basic chords and stuff at one point, and then I just worked from there. And I was always a metal fan, so like my first couple songs that I learned how to play were like Metallica riffs and stuff. Harvester of Sorrow, I think, was my first one. But because of that, I don't have the knowledge. I can barely read music. My fiancé taught me, because my fiancé plays piano. So she taught me how to read music. You did not care about my heavy, I see. And there are certain things that I wish I knew better, like learning scales and how they interact with each other. Because as I'm making music in that program, I'm forced to kind of face my shortcomings in my music knowledge. Because if you just go in and try to, like, you know, dink around in it without really knowing what you're doing, it certainly don't sound very good. As I'm doing it, I basically have to have my guitar in my lap and then just do it by ear. Because as I'm looking at it, like piano keys, I can't really tell what it's going to sound like. So I need to mess around on guitar first, and then listen to it and go, oh, okay, that's where it is, and then like reverse engineer my my fretboard. These guys are like super resistant to magic. I ran out of stamina. Okay, thanks for die. Partisan. Yeah, same kinda. I can't play piano, but I can find scales and chords fine on a piano. Yeah, for me it's like, I have to make a chord shape and then be like, okay, what are the notes in this? And then I like gotta count them out. And I go, okay, so we got a this, a this, and a this. And okay, so I can kind of play around with those notes in the different octaves, and then do that. Or I just noodle on my guitar until I'm like, okay, what sounds good? Because like I don't know I don't know the scale that goes into this, but I'll know it when I hear it, if that note goes together or not. And so it's kind of a long process for me because I'm not very smart that way. Much more comfy on a fretboard too, yeah. Same. The Great Mace. Oh, that's a good weapon. I actually have one more track to make for my game. At least one more track. Right now I have the music's paired up, so I have the first track is the level music that you'll hear, and then the second track being the boss music. And right now those tracks are working double duty, so those tracks will be for 2 levels, and then the tracks change. So for example, like level 1 and 2 are gonna have the run music, and then once you get to level 3, which is the desert level, you'll get the desert music, and then that'll also be in level 4 as well. Just because, I mean, making music is tough. And while I have more riffs that I could use, they're not exactly appropriate to use for that, because the music's supposed to give it a certain feel, as you would know. And I have some things that are like a little more on the pretty side, which if you're doing it like an action side scroller, not appropriate. Let's talk to Melina and see what she has to say.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you?
Sure.
In Marika's own words, the Erdtree governs all. The choice is thine. Become one with the Order, or
Handy
divest
skills
thyself
nonetheless.
of it, to wallow at the fringes, a powerless upstart.
Okay, thanks. What's that Marika talk? Is that Marika talking? No, that is Melina. She is our stand-in for our maiden, since we are maidenless, as they told us. Marika is basically God Queen of this land. And you'll see her imagery everywhere. So like in all the churches and stuff, the lady that's like hanging crucified, that's Marika. Right now she's missing. Nobody knows where she is. And we know that she's married to Radagon, who Radagon was first married to Renala, who is the queen of the Carians, and also the lord of the Academy. And then he left Renala to go marry Marika as king consort, her second husband. The first one being Godfrey, but Godfrey got murdered. And then, like, Marika hasn't been seen since. lore. Alright, we're up to Altus.
I've been waiting for you. I knew you had the stuff of champions.
I sure do.
I hereby invite you.
I have so
to
much
the
stuff, you wouldn't
Volcano
believe it.
Manor. Take my hand and have audience with my mistress.
I can't.
Give me your hand. I will pray that you follow the same path as Lady Tanith.
Good old Volcano Manor. We're gonna have to do a run through here because this is where we're gonna get our upgrade materials for our weapon. Our next ones. Our Somber Stone 5 and 6 are in here.
Brave Tarnished. Welcome to the Volcano Manor. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Raya spoke well of you.
That's good.
A warrior of promise, I believe she said. Perhaps you are prepared to make a commitment.
Sure.
Will you join us here at the Volcano Manor and resist the tide? Or
I will join you at
accept
the Volcano
burden
Manor,
of
but only
grace?
for the armor set.
Or be fooled by the dogmatic ramblings of the fingers.
Oh, we haven't met the fingers yet. We killed Godric. We haven't talked to the fingers. Join Manor.
Your decision is most welcome.
We need to go
Now
talk to
you
the fingers.
belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable.
The
But
drawing
be sure
room.
to earn your keep.
Drawing room key. If you go upstairs, you will be invaded by a guy who's got, basically, if you're familiar with Bloodborne, he's basically got the pizza cutter. And when you kill him, you get the pizza cutter. So if you want the pizza cutter, this is where you get it. But yeah, the music is tough for me because, like, sometimes I have an idea of, like, of what I kind of want to do, but I don't have, again, just like the coding, I don't have the knowledge to actually, like, do it. So I gotta sit there and, like, fiddle fuck around with it until I get it right, and it takes a long time. It's satisfying when it happens. But it takes a bit. Okay, Recusant Finger. Letter from Volcano Manor.
You.
Hi.
What in heaven's name are you doing here? The Volcano Manor is a pit of recusants who spit at grace and hunt our own kind. I hope you understand the weight of my words.
My first playthrough, after I got done, I went to go get all of the, like, legendary weapons or whatever. I got all the legendary talismans, but I missed the legendary weapons. And this one, if you don't do this quest, is impossible to get. And guess what I didn't do?
Well, as long as you understand what you're saying.
It was this, before you guessed, Jersey Milker. It was this quest.
Always lurking on the horizon. But know that the path you walk is blasphemy and leads only to a miserable death.
This whole game is a miserable death.
Hunting any of your own kind, think on that. This blasphemous before you consider.
Okay, we gotta go do the first part before he will sell us his goodies.
Hello again, brave Tarnished. As a scout, I am pleased to see you again here at the Volcano Manor under Lady Tanith's guidance. May you tread the path of valor.
Perfume bottle. That's our entry into the volcano, by the way. Also didn't find that on my first playthrough. They gave you a hint about it, because at some point Raya starts talking about hearing like crawling or slithering in the walls. And you're like, okay. So there's probably a secret passage somewhere, or some sort of, you know, illusory wall. But in this area you can't attack. Like, I'm pressing the attack button right now. The little golden symbol on the left means you cannot do attacks. So I'm like, well, can't do attacks, so maybe not. As it turns out, you gotta roll into it. There we got patches.
Oh, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it. Didn't think you had it in you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good, though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together. Oh, and of course, we can do business, if you like. Hatch's Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Specially for you.
Thanks, Patches. Market Shackle. Stone Sword Key. We could buy the Stone Sword Key. Fan Daggers consumable. I will buy one fan dagger.
Cheers for that.
There's a grace point out this way. There's also a something. There's like a talisman. It's also like an ulcerated tree spirit out there. I can attack again. I guess let's go through the manor a bit and go get the Grace Mimic in the volcano. Budding Horn. Magic Warriors Cookbook 21, which I think gives you access to perfumes. Alluring Pot. Never mind. Depraved Perfumer. Harmon. The perfumes are very powerful buffs. Although I haven't used them. Oops. Wrong flask. Let's do this guy. Bloodhound Claws. Those are actually decent weapons, I think. Although, I prefer the sword, if I were going to use one. Alright, here we go. You don't have to fight the Bloodhound guy, you can run past him and get this grace here, but... yeah, now we're in the volcano. Took me forever to find this the first time. The furthest I got was, I followed Patch's advice and got the abductor virgin. Got captured by that on purpose. And it brings you to a different part of the volcano. And apparently, from there, you can run through the lava to a different spot to get to the rest of this place. I did not know that, because for me, lava is like a big no-no. You touch it and you basically die, especially for like Dark Souls 1, if you don't have the orange charred ring. If you touch lava, your health's gonna tick down real fast. I'm not sure I've ever seen them do that before. You tried touching lava in real life? No. I've seen videos of people touching lava. Not with their hands, with like tools. Like things bursting into flames, standing next or sitting next to them. Because lava's super hot. Also that if you fall into lava, you'll just sit on top because it's molten rock and it's heavier than you. So it'll be like hitting extremely hot concrete. And you will be in for a bad time. Let's just get our mind up to 20. That's a nice number. And then we can start working on our intelligence again. Maybe put some points into our health, I guess. It's about that time. Into our endurance to wear better armor. Okay, so a lot of this place over here we're gonna run through. That Obi-Anakin scene in episode 3, Obi had the high ground though, yeah. Yeah, the lava doesn't touch him and he bursts into flames. Because lava turns out super hot. Super hot. That's good to know. When they're in their tall stance, they can't get out of it. So that'd be a good time to go attack them. Especially if you have a bleed weapon. There's a lot of stuff to find in here. I'm just gonna go get the grace, I think. There's an abductor virgin in that, but there's also like a talisman. Just be ready for either a fight or to run. Don't poison me. I was hoping I would bleed him. I'm not sure if their bites will poison you in one hit. It will if you're not wearing any armor, though. So just be mindful. A lot of good upgrade materials in the volcano, though. This is a good place to go to get early if you you can hack it. You can get through a lot of this place without fighting anything either. So even if you are not confident in your fighting ability or you don't have a very upgraded weapon, it's pretty easy to just run through and grab a bunch of stuff. I don't quite remember where the grace is, though. This place reminds me of Undead Burg Parish a bit. Yeah, I thought the same thing, actually, the first time I came through here. It does definitely give me lower Undead Burg vibes. Like, you're gonna turn the corner and there's gonna be a Capra demon right there waiting for you. Oh, these guys. I do not like these guys. Creepy. When I first came through here, I panicked so hard when that guy came chasing after me the first time. Don't roll too early. That's what they want. Ruin 9. I thought there was an item over here. Like a, an equipment or something. Maybe not. Oh! Too late. That's a death. If you have more health, remember to spam or like button mash, because you will get out of your grabs earlier if you button mash. I did not have the health to survive it anyway, so now we're gonna have to go back and we're just gonna run through quick. We didn't really have a lot of runes on us anyway, just like 6,000 or something, so if we die, oh well, it's fine. I try to go through places slow the first time, grab the items and stuff, because I'm a hoarder. Alright, and now we can go grab our upgrade materials. I think there's one up here. Somber 6. Now we just need a 5, which is up ahead. We'll come back and grab this stuff later, once I have some more levels and are upgraded a bit. Although, if we want the 7, we have to go kill... Godskin. Or there's a tricksy jump that you can do to get to it. But I think it's hard to do, particularly right now, because they patched it to make it harder recently. This should be our 5. Yep, okay, so now we have a 5 and a 6, which is a huge upgrade to our weapon. Once we get the 7, I believe we already have the 8. So we're gonna be doing some big damage. In the cutscene, I noticed this the first time I did this. I'll point it out. If you look underneath the bridge as it raises, there are cages underneath of the bridge. That is a horrible fate. They hang you from that cage by this lava fall and above the lava, just cooking you, and then they lower the bridge into it. Awful. Are you shooting black fire at me? Should you just go sit down? Okay, it's cool already. Go ahead and walk on it, yeah. Everybody knows once you take things out of lava, it cools down immediately. Heat is, as my fiance loves to say, heat is a time constant. Because she likes to test things if are hot or not by touching them. Yeah, so the jump, if you want to try for it, is you jump on this little nubbin. Schrodinger's heat, yeah, exactly. It's either hot or it's not, and it won't be until you touch it. Okay, I think you gotta do a running jump. But you can jump from this. There we go. And then get onto here. And then you can do a running jump from this onto that ledge. I don't know the timing of it, but you can, if you get up there, then you can grab that item. Otherwise, in order to get it, you need to fight Godskin. And we could sit there and try to jump at it and get it, but otherwise we can just fight Godskin. I'm not super good at fighting Godskin, but maybe this is the time that we figure out how. Although I would like more health before I do it, because at my health pool right now, he might one-shot me. And that's no fun. We need to go to the round table hold and go talk to the fingers. And if you are unfamiliar with this game and you are like, what is all this talk about fingers? We're about to find out.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the Tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave Tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you.
My game stuttered.
Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession.
Yeah.
Demigods and even the greater of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish
Did somebody
to
say
wield
boss weapons?
that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Oh, do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, Tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
About Great Rune. Receive power from Remembrance. You can draw out the power of Remembrance's namesake. Each Remembrance can provide one power. Once that power is claimed, the Remembrance will be lost. So with this Remembrance, you can get the Axe of Godric, or his, dragon arm to throw fire at people. Neither of those are very good, and we don't want either of them. But it's cool that we have those now. Now some people will have new dialogue for us, such as this guy, which we should.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then
Yeah,
just as
something like
promised,
that.
I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a Tarnished who wishes
The
to stand
all-knowing?
before the Elden Ring
The
to
some-knowing.
become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge.
Why don't you
The
divulge
inheritors
me
of the
all your
great
knowledge?
runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormveil. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor
Radahn.
Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir.
We were just there.
Morgoth, the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Lame Dell.
We already fought him once, kind of.
Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy.
That's probably our
You'll
next
still
stop.
be after more great runes, won't you?
Probably. Bye. Seek the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave. Do I have bells? Oh yeah, the Bone Peddler's bell bearing. So yes, now we can buy bones. Got a couple of Stormsword keys and a memory stone in here, which we don't need. You want to hear something fucked up? Maybe? Depends how stream appropriate it is. But go ahead. Yeah, she's missing her hood now. Because we have it now. We stole it. We didn't.
Now, those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled her mark.
My first shard bearer was Godric the Crafted. My second was Mog at level 28. Mog. So you had to go... So you went straight to the snow area then? Skipped Renala, went up to Altus, went through the city, up to the snow area, took the portal. Or no, you can get there from the guy with the roses. Vare's questline. Yeah. I didn't do Vare's questline. Because I never, on my first playthrough, I never did the recusant quests. Because I was like, I don't know. I was kind of wary about, like, what I was doing the first time, because in the previous games there were covenants, and, like, you could kind of screw yourself over by getting into a covenant and things like that. So I wasn't sure what to do there. I forgot that you can totally get to him from Vare's questline. We could get up to 2. The question is, do we want to get somebody else instead? Because we could do Lootle. Lootle's pretty good. The Perfumer, I don't remember how good the Perfumer is, but Lootle would serve us pretty well for a while. Obviously, the best one's gonna be the Black Knife, but we won't be able to get her for a long time. But I'm gonna assume Lootle is better than Banished Knight Engvall. But I don't really know much about the different spirits. We'll do this for now. So we got Lootle and we got Rot Dog. What more could you ask for? And then we can talk to Roger, who's right over here.
We meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
Your hat. I've defeated Godric.
You defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune.
I think he needs to die first before we can get his armor.
Out of Stormveil, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Roger's rapier +8.
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore.
About the corpse under Stormveil.
Corpse under Stormveil.
We kind of ran past it, but
sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade. And
Malekith
murdered Godwyn the Golden.
Can't wait to do that fight again.
The first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see.
I can tell by your hat.
Many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked.
You don't get a hat like that for no reason.
To put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary.
He's got death thorns growing out of his legs.
Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends.
He's right there. I can literally see him right now.
Dee was telling that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
Buddy, you don't know me. Alright, bye. You can totally jump down here. We're not going to right now, because there's a fight. And I am at my end time. We'll do all this stuff tomorrow. But before that, this is our recusant quest right here. I'm gonna send myself to Limgrave Tower Bridge so we can activate our rune first thing tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm sorry for the power outage and the internet issues. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope it is done now. Like, we haven't really had too much internet issues, and our power has never gone out. This is the first time, I think. So hopefully it's just a fluke. They were doing something. But anyway, I'll be on regular time tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.